Hi guys, I'm Ruby and welcome back to my channel. I have got a top on, by the way. It's just a bandeau top because it's about 1,000 degrees outside. Today we're going to be testing out the new REFY Skin Tint or Skin Base. It's got both words on here and it's got another word that says Fluid Tinte, which I assume is skin tint in another language. Let's just jump right in. So first off, to show you, we have the box. So it just comes in this lovely little casing. I bought mine from Selfridges. It has 30ml in it and we have the shade at the top. I bought the shade 230W. But they had quite a few shades there and they had quite a lot of dark shades. Like this wasn't even the darkest shade. There was like maybe another 5 shades, darker, 5-6 shades that were darker than this one. So today's a hot day, so I think this is a good time to be doing this. Oh, and also this is made in Korea. I've actually never used a Korean product. So very sleek and simple with the packaging, and then obviously this is what was inside. REFY always reminds me of, not concrete, like clay. It's giving clay. Pretty plasticky, and it's giving clean girl. I feel like the shades in here show up darker than what they actually are. So on the top you have a squeezy lid, and there it is. That's the shade. This is the shade match I got. And I also thought this was a good choice as well because it's summer and maybe I want a lighter, like something lighter on my face. Right, so let's jump in. So first I'm gonna prep and prime my skin. Because today is such a lovely day outside, I'm gonna be going in with the Strobe Cream by MAC as a base. It's in the shade Bronzelit. Right, let's wipe that in. I just want a bit of a glow today, because I'm going out to my friend's birthday. It's only like a pub crawl thing, so nothing crazy. So I'm not like doing like lashes and all that. I'm just gonna put some mascara on, but still want my skin to be cute. Oh, actually that's very moisturizing. I like that. Maybe I should have applied it with a brush though, but we love to use our hands. I don't really use MAC anymore. Besides my MAC powder, which is a staple in everything, and my lip liner, I don't really reach for like new products there. And I think it's always a good place. MAC's always been a staple. So skin is prepped. It's nice and quite tacky and glowy. I'm gonna be going in one side with a beauty blender and one side with a brush, just to see how it applies, and also we'll see, you know, how it settles onto the face. Now we're gonna start with a brush. On this side, I'm gonna apply the foundation with a brush. So let's start with one pump. I'm gonna pump one, take that whole situation and put it on the face. And let's see how far this goes. Oh, the coverage is actually quite nice, guys. It's covering up my dark spots here, because if you look on this side, and then look on this side, you can see I've got some discoloration, and I've always had this since I was little. Less, and this is only with one pump as well. And it's melting quite well in my skin. I think I colour match myself pretty well on here. Usually I like to go for a, I wouldn't say like lighter, but like more of a golden look, because I feel like my makeup just looks more wow with like that. I usually go more on the gold side. Now I've gone on a cooler side. So that's one pump, but it doesn't really stretch. It's quite thick. Actually, it's quite thick, so it doesn't stretch. I can't really stretch it. I just kind of applied it in one area here. So I'm going to go in with maybe an extra 2. One on the forehead, just little bits. That was one extra dump, not 2. So I'm going to just try and spread this over the mouth. So just dabbing it. And then on the forehead as well. Also guys, I'm already late to my friends. He started at 3 o'clock, it's 3:52, but it's a pub crawl, so I can join at any moment. And it's in like North. So to be honest, you can't really see the difference. I can see there's a bit difference, it's very subtle. Now I'm using it, I'm like, yeah, it is a skin tint, literally. This is half my face with the makeup and this is without. Okay, now let's go on to the other side with the same foundation, 2 pumps, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Let's do 1 pump first and try. So what it does with the beauty blender. This is a clean beauty blender, I literally cleaned it today. So we definitely need more. I feel like a lot kind of absorbed into this. I feel the other side, as soon as I put it on, it did like that discoloration. It did tackle it. I guess because it's on a brush and it didn't like absorb all into the brush. Like in the beauty blender, it seemed to have absorbed a little bit in there, but that's fine. So let's do a second pump. I feel like with a beauty blender, you need to have used it a couple times for it to be at its peak. It needs to have that foundation in there. It shouldn't be clean all the time. I don't know if it would have been better just to use my hands. Right, this is definitely a skin tint, definitely. So this is how both sides turned out. And I'll put a before picture in there of me as well. Not picture, I'll put a before clip of me in, so you can just see the difference, but this is how I look, essentially. Just my same self, but probably a bit more smoother. I'm gonna do 1 more pump and put it on the middle of my face, just because I need over my mouth doing it up my nose a bit better. I'll do one side with the brush and then this side with the Beauty Blender. Yeah, it's definitely a tint. It's not giving that coverage over my mouth in the bits, in the darkened areas, which I like to cover. I know it would have been better if I just used my hands. This is with your brush. So it recommends a brush on the packaging. But I would say they're both pretty similar. Brush or... I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest. It's both got the same coverage eventually, whether you use a beauty blender or a brush. I don't think it matters. I would say it was very easy to put on. Even though I put it on my hands, it transferred right off and onto my skin when I put it on. Basically all the product went on my face, even though you're pumping it. I love this applicator as well. I like that controlled little cup. It seems like it did cover some of my blemishes. It's not full coverage, obviously it's a skin tint. And then to spread it out, it doesn't really go far. So you do need quite a few pumps. For example, the 2 pumps covered one side of my face, and then another 2 pumps covered my other side, and then I had to use another pump to kind of get the middle area coverage as well. So you do have to use quite a few pumps, but it depends how much, again, how much you want to cover. If you're just using it to just cover a few blemishes, you probably could just do with the 1, maybe 2 pumps. It feels very light. I don't really feel like I've got anything on my face except a moisturizer. Maybe that's what I'd compare it to. My face feels the exact same as it felt when I put the strobe matte cream on my face. So now I'm gonna finish my makeup and then I'm gonna do a wear for the rest of the day and I will come and check back in with you. Okay, so my makeup is finished. Just to give you some insight, so I actually quite like how this is finished. I did do like a full face, so I put concealer on, I did contour, I did everything, blush, powders, and everything mixed in really well with the foundation, no complaint there, or the skin tint, morphed and merged right in. I would say, obviously, you can't really, I mean, I've got a whole face on, but it definitely just looks like I've got foundation on now, not so much of just a tint. Even though it's a skin tint and it's not full coverage, it definitely has evened out my skin tone. I feel like my skin looks very smooth. Let me zoom you in. Lovely coverage. This is definitely a great option, especially for the weather now because it's so hot today. I like to wear this. It's not very heavy at all. The heaviest thing I have on my face, I would say, is my lipstick. I can really feel that on my face. I'm going on a pub crawl and we'll just see how it wears, and when I get back tonight, I'll give you the final update. What I'll do, it is now 4:30. So what I will do is I will check in 6 hours, 8 hours later, and then we can see how we're rocking this makeup and if it stayed on. Au revoir. Mwah. Yeah, I just took a video in the bathroom and it's pretty good. No even marks on my mouth. Guys, my makeup looks really good still. It's actually 10 to 12. When I last checked in with you, it was 10 o'clock and I haven't reapplied. Looks good. Let's get inside and do a final review. Okay, so it's now 5 to midnight. As you can see, the makeup has stayed on. It looks actually really good. No smile lines. Everything's still intact. I mean, my general makeup faded a bit, but the foundation or skin tint looks good. Obviously more glossy, slightly oily. I have sweated in this today. Didn't use any powder or anything. I've drank, I've eaten, I've hugged people, interacted and everything with this makeup on, and it's in such good time. It's not even like moved around my mouth or nothing. Nothing. It looks really good. Still got my top on and it's very light. It doesn't feel like, oh, I've got makeup on. You know when you come in after a night out and you're like, oh, I can feel the makeup on my face, I need to get it off. It doesn't really feel like that, to be honest with you. It's very light. I'd say this is definitely a good kind of hot weather, holiday, summer foundation. If you're looking for something natural, this is definitely what I'm going to be taking when I go away on my cruise. I think it's probably the only foundation I'm going to bring. I would actually give this probably a 9.5 out of 10, and that is quite high. And I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 without the extra 0.5 because when I put the foundation on, it didn't really spread a lot. So you end up using quite a lot of pumps to get the full face. And since it's a skin tint, I'm not going to level it down because of the coverage. So it's not like opaque. It evens out your skin tone, but it's not like opaque and it's not meant to be, right? It's not meant to be full coverage, it's a skin tint. What I will vote it down for is the fact that when I put it on my skin, it didn't really spread. You have to use quite a few pumps to get the coverage. Thank you for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed, and this is, how many hours is this? Whatever it was, I think it was 3:30 I finished. So seven full hours, almost 8 hours. It looks really good. Even probably a good like one for work, honestly. Thank you guys. My final score is 9.5 out of 10 and it applied well with both the brush and the beauty blender. I wouldn't say any side is better than the other. Thank you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.